having a possum day.
Say hello to my puppy, Sunny. Today we're dressed as twins, and that's because Sunny helped me do the writing exercise that I have for you today. Isn't that right? Sunny went to finish writing a letter to his dear friend Lola. She's his pen pal in New York, and they've been checking in with each other over the past few weeks. Sunny has had so much fun getting mail from her. He's also taken up writing letters to various monsters, one of which was the Loch Ness Monster. I tried telling him it might take a little bit longer to get his mail over to Scotland, but he sent it anyway. My writing partner and I have also written letters to our friends, our family members, and aside from writing a lot, we've been baking a lot of cookies. But there's nothing sweeter than getting a letter in the mail from someone that you love. So I have a question for you all. How sweet would it be to send or receive a letter right now? I bet you can really make someone's day just by sending them a cheerful, handwritten hello. This brings me to the next poet I want to share with you all, Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson is known as one of America's greatest and most original poets. She was born on December 10th, 1830 in Amherst, Massachusetts. She was one of 3 children and very, very close to her family. She lived a quiet and private life on her family's homestead. There she wrote her poetry in secret and totaled about 1,800 poems that we know of, all of which were untitled. Her poetry can be a bit challenging due to her unique writing style and her very unique use of punctuation, which you'll see shortly. But what makes Dickinson's poetry so wonderful is her use of everyday spoken language, language that you and I can recognize and easily understand. Besides poetry, Dickinson was really interested in letter writing. She wrote hundreds and hundreds of letters to her friends, her siblings, and people she admired. Most of those letters have not survived, though. But she did sometimes write poems in letter-like forms known as epistolary poems. The poem that we'll be looking at today is an epistolary poem that we'll title B, I'm Expecting You. It is her 1035th poem. B, I'm Expecting You by Emily Dickinson. B, I'm expecting you. Was saying yesterday to somebody you know that you were due. The frogs got home last week, are settled and at work. Birds, mostly back, the clover warm and thick. You'll get my letter by the 17th. Reply, or better, be with me. Yours, Fly. This poem always makes me smile, and I hope that it made you smile. Now let's see if we can make some observations about this poem. Let's start off by saying that the poem has 3 stanzas, and that the first line rhymes with the 4th line in each stanza. The tone of the poem is really light and playful. You can tell that the speaker of the poem, the fly, is very friendly with the bee in the way that she writes to her. You know that the fly is the speaker of the poem because that is who signs off the letter. You know that the bee is the recipient of the letter because that is who the letter is written to. It's quite a short poem, and that's what makes it so sweet. While it is not in true letter form, it holds the elements of a kind, light-hearted letter written to a friend. What's great about today's exercise is that you can express yourself in so many different ways. You can write from the perspective of a pet or a favorite animal, such as Sunny's letter to Lola, or you can write from the perspective of a creature, like the chimeras you created in class. All you'll need is a piece of paper and something to write with. Sunny used a pen to write his letter to Lola, but you can also use crayons, markers, or pencils. Whatever you have can work. Sunny also wanted to share his letter to help you get an idea of what your letter might look like. Lola, I can't wait to see you. I was telling Miss Iacono, who of course you know, that I want to take a very long drive. Soon we can drive all the way to New York, Maybe from there we can fly to the moon. The grackles outside are starting to whistle. That's how I know summer is coming. You'll get this letter by the 10th. Please write back to say if you've caught the squirrel in your long game of tag. Your friend, Sunny. Now you can begin writing your very own letter. First, you'll start off by writing your heading with the date in the top right-hand corner. Next, you'll write your greeting. You may write, Dear so-and-so, or To my friend so-and-so, or just start off by writing the person's name with a comma. Next is the fun part. You'll skip a line and decide what it is you'd like to tell your addressee in the body of the letter. Maybe you'd like to start out by asking how they are. Maybe then you can follow it up with some really exciting news that you just can't wait to tell them. Maybe you had a dream or had some really cool idea that you want to share with them. Whatever it is, think outside of the box. Think about what an alligator might write to a flamingo, or what a dog might say to a cat. Think about the kind of animal or creature that you're writing from the perspective from, and what kind of information they'd like to share with their friend. Don't forget to end your letter with a closing, such as sincerely, your friend, or yours truly, and then write your signature. For some added fun, draw the paw, fin, or wing print of the animal that has written the letter. I hope you've all enjoyed this lesson, and I look forward to reading your wonderful letters. See you for our next lesson, fellow writers. Peace and air fives.